Hello family, alright, I made it. Alright, 8 minutes late, I know, but chillax, relax everyone. There's a lot of work here in the background, there's a lot of things to fix, and the system is not always working with me, but it doesn't stop me. I'm still here for you. Mahamritanya Mantra. All the family together. Hello, happy Sunday everyone. Hello. I'm really sorry about the delay. Things were going a bit funny here, but hey, I fixed it. That's the main thing, that it's fixed. Happy to be here with you on another Sunday. It is. Let me take the volume down a bit of the music. There we go. Just a second. There we go. Much better. Much better. I believe that you can hear me loud and clear now, or... Yeah? I hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Hello chat room. Hello beautiful chat room. Let's see who is in the chat room. Dawn from England. Hello beautiful Dawn from England. I would really love to know what's the time in England right now, Dawn. Let me know. Hello Dee from Adelaide. Hello beautiful brother Chris. Thank you Chris and Juliet for your blessing. Hello Tanya. Hello Dana. Shalom Dana. Hello Roll King. Shalom Mima Shavua Tov. Hello Bridget. Hello Simone. Who is there? Giddy. Oh no, from Brisbane. Grace. Hello from Brisbane, from Grace. Hello Grace from Brisbane. We got Brisbane online. Excellent. And hello Michelle Maroki. Hello Jitamani. Carrie. Hello beautiful Carrie. And Rob from Brisbane as well. Excellent. And who else? Tara. Hello Tara. And hello Janeline. And hello Chloe. Adrienne and Chloe in the house. Yeah, baby. Oh, you beautiful girls. Thank you so much for the love. Deborah, always good to have you, Deborah. And 10 a.m. 10 past 10 a.m. Okay, cool. So you're like 9 hours behind us. Ooh, that's a good time for you. Loud and clear. Excellent. Thank you, Dana. Who is here with that? Oh, I saw something. Jalov. Hello, Jalov. And hello, Catherine. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Calming Minds. Paige. Hello, Paige. And Bharat and Rukshika. Beautiful family. And Robert. Beautiful brother. And April. Hello, April. Well, wait to see you on the 7th of September. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, I can't cross my fingers. I did a boo-boo. I did one of the most stupidest things. The community already know. Most of you don't. But I can't cross my fingers because I nearly chopped my fingers. Ta-da! That's very nice, isn't it? I had a nice cut. A knife went right in between my third and fourth finger and sliced it open. Freaked me out. You know, that happened on Thursday. And that was kind of exactly what we spoke about for the new moon, you know, with Uranus. Sudden, shocking, unexpected events that can traumatize, and indeed it was traumatizing. Yeah, you know, I'm almost embarrassed to tell the real story, but the real story is like, the real story is that I was hungry, and I was troubled in my mind. My mind wasn't in the right place, which is why we meditate. And as I was trying to peel the avocado, the knife went straight, boom! And I took the knife out, and I had a quick look, and I went like, take me to hospital right now. Because it was very, very deep, and it scared me. It really scared me, because it was very, very deep. So, nanu everyone, if I need to give someone my middle finger, it's quite a big middle finger, right? Oh, so I know you're buffering. I'm sorry, that's the best I can do. Hello, Dennis. Welcome, Dennis. Mr. Dent. Dent was a good call, huh? Man, I'm holding Dent for the last 2.5 years. I've been waiting for this time for 2 years. You know, that's the benefit of being a hodler. Hello, Bryony. Hello, Pita and Katie. Hello, Pala from the Byron Shire. Hello, Jules, beautiful brother, sister. Hello, Deborah. Oli guacamole. Yeah, exactly. Thank God, you know, the finger's still intact. Thank God. I was actually very, 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 very lucky. The angels were still protecting me because I'm just trying to get some more volume here. There you go. Much better, much better. The angels were protecting me because once we got to the hospital and the doctor assessed my hand, you know, thank goodness I could sense everything, could feel everything, could move my finger. But it could have been like very, very easily. I could have cut my ligament. I was very close to it. Worse than that, later I realized, as the doctor was saying to me, that right where I cut my fingers, there's the main vein that runs into the heart. So, yeah, I was very lucky. So I give my thanks and my middle finger. Traumatizing. Yeah, it was very scary, very traumatizing. I was in shock. I was in complete shock. I was sitting in hospital in shock. And, you know, I've done a lot of research on it since it happened. And it's quite interesting because after I came back from the hospital, you know, the community knows how many challenges I've been through over the last, in this year. It's been a lot of personal challenges, you know, death of grandma, death of father-in-law, and the business and the lockdown, and, you know, my personal kind of well-being that I'm keep on kind of working on and regulating. And when this knife incident happened, it was almost like the straw that broke their camel's back, and I was just like, that's it, I'm done. And I gave my middle finger to the universe. I'm saying, I'm done, enough. How much shit can come towards me, you know? But I gave myself that Thursday night to be in the victim role, to be in the poor me role, to be in the I had enough, I'm giving up, I'm jumping into the vortex of the dark void and I'm not coming back. But yeah, it was quite traumatizing. I had a very strong traumatic response later on in that night. And then when I did the research, I learned that right where I cut myself is the acupuncture point. It runs along the arm and through the jaws around the ear into the pituitary gland. And so it's an acupuncture point that usually is treating like mental situations, mental like mania and things like that. And I had a very, very bad mindset, put it like that, when it happened. It was very dark mindset. I was like really in despair for a few hours, kind of like gone with the wind. And as I was laying down in bed, you know, I had some traumatic experiences. My body went into shaking. I had to go into the shower, warm shower, and put myself in bed and just like kind of just, you know, rest in it. And you know, when I was kind of resting with it, meditating with it, there was like these two visions in my mind's eye. There was this one part of me that just wanted to, as I said, to jump into the void, into the dark vortex and leave me alone. And then there was that part of me that says, get up and get going, get up and get going. And I was fighting between them. So the morning after, even though my wounded ego wanted to say, I'm a victim, I'm staying in bed, I'm in depression, I'm not going anywhere, I'm done. My other side, which thank God I've got that side, my strong spirit just kicked my butt up. And just kind of pulled myself up and just kind of took it as is, just rested, just sat with it, and here I am. It still saw a bit in the stitches, and then next Monday I have to go and take the stitches out. So yeah, great fun. Main lesson learned is never try to cut an avocado with a knife. And second is that kind of like, when you do cut an avocado, don't do it with a troubled mind. Make sure you meditate before. Hello, Claire. Hello, David Fratello. Hello, Nicole. And hello, Ken from Mornington. Hello. Beautiful. We've got the Mornington Peninsula in the house. Sorry about the buffering, as I said. I've done my best. I have no idea what to say about it anymore. But hey, at least we can do a live stream, because guess what's coming very soon? A complete blackout. No internet, no communication, no online banking, no credit cards, no payment gateways, no mobile phones, no phones. Everyone addiction to the screen, everyone escapism will be taken away, and there will be a void where everyone will have to do oh. So yeah, this is self-made Bobby. Bridget, self-made Bobby. Okay, I will look self-made Bobby. Cool. So, the bit rate is lower. YouTube is driving me crazy. So, yeah, that's been my last few days. So I kind of told the community I went into my cave. You know, for me personally, I'm a Taurus, and I'm a meditator. And when shit happens to me, and there's one thing that shit happens to you, but then there is like a waterfall of shit happens to you. So when I have those kind of experiences, I just go within. I go inwards into myself, relying on my own resources, on my own center. That's a true Taurus, you know, going in to find safety, security, stability inside, because everything is too much. So I told the community I'm taking a few days, going inwards into the cave, but here I am again. I can't let you go, and you can't let me go that quickly. Oh, self-made, yeah, self-made, baby, self-made. Hello, Miss Moose, and hello, Barat. Is that on the 20th of August, total blackout? I don't know the date, brother, but it's coming. I don't know the date, but the full moon coming up next week is giving us another indication. Hola, hermano from Broome. Amazing. Wow, Australia, here we come. Healing the Light community is like, you know, beaming the good vibrations. So, this has been my last few days. I'm sure that you had your own experiences. And yes, we're still in lockdown. What's new? Apparently, I've heard and I've seen a message that comes from people within the system that they already have scheduled the lockdown for the rest of the year. So it's already been decided already. But here we go, another theory, you know. We don't know. Thank you, Jennifer. As long as I'm breathing, you know. Naomi told me, he's like, but you said you're going to take a few days off and you're not going to work. And I was like, yeah, but sitting in front of a camera and talking to my beautiful family is not really too much of work. Yeah, yes, I had to prepare for the live stream, but for me, this is a charge up. So your presence here with me gives me good feeling as well. And thank you for that. Let's start with that. Thank you, Patreon community. I need to be careful with this, because if I do it too strong, it will really hurt. So I let that hand go, okay? Anyone who didn't see it yet, it's my middle finger. Don't take it personally, hey? You see, even that can be a laughter. Even that can be humor and a joke. So I will start by saying thank you so much to all our Patreon community for being the best community on earth. The most amazing community, for all the positive vibe, for all the love, all the support. Thank you very, very much for being here with me on this journey, on this live stream, and in our community. Those of you who don't know, the way I am doing this live stream is thanks to the support of the Patreon community. Without them, I couldn't have really afford doing this. So if you wish to support back, if you want to be a part of the community, you know, it's supporting me, it's supporting the work that I do, what I have to share with you, and it's also being a part of a community, which is awesome. It's like an amazing network of good souls, good people sharing the moments together. And on top of that, then you have all the chat rooms we have on Telegram. We have the cryptocurrency chat room where we coach and train and share insights and different fun activities. You know, it's fun to be in crypto with a group of people rather than by yourself, right? Because if you win by yourself, you only drink champagne with yourself. But if you win with other people, you open lots of champagne with lots of other people, and it's really lots of fun. The other thing is that we have a spiritual chat room where we support each other, we share, everything got to do with good vibes, spirit, emotions, Also, people who feel not so good, we give them strength through that room. We have our chat room for all the juice and the poo, where people had lots of fun this week. It's becoming a very active group over there. So please, community, don't get too addicted and too much, Don't too much. It's okay to have a bit, but don't too much. It's not going to help you too much. The other groups we have is also for gardening, where everyone coach each other and educate each other about gardening and growing your own foods. And the other group is the market, where everyone is invited to share their services, so we can kind of create our own network of support, using each other's services, promoting each other. So it's a place for all of us to thrive there. And then there is the group of the festival, which is where we post some movies, music, all kind of fun. Hello, Carly Rasta. Welcome, beautiful girl. So that's about the Patreon. But the most immediate help and support you can offer me is to press like on this movie on YouTube and to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever we're doing streams. That would be fantastic. And other than that, the community received the new moon sound healing meditation last week on the Lion's Gate. And next week or next Sunday, the community will receive the full moon in Aquarius sound healing meditation. So, if you do wish to keep the practice alive and connect with spirit, even though we're in lockdown, you can still receive sound healing meditations that are recorded every full moon and new moon on that day to harvest that energy, downloading the medicine of spirit into a digital form and sending it to all the community so we can all journey with spirit and keep on doing our healing journey even though we're in lockdown. So if that's important for you, feel free to join our Patreon. Patreon.com/healingdelight. As for cryptocurrency, which we will talk about later, and for booking for healing sessions or crypto coaching sessions, feel free to go to healingdelight.com, which is right under me. Over there, you will find links to join our YouTube channel. You'll find a link for our booking system to book in for a healing session. I am doing online sessions and crypto coaching sessions if you need some troubleshooting or guidance or assistance about how to start, what to do, what not to do. That's what I'm here for. And there's also all the affiliate links there for the cryptocurrency. And so if you need a wallet, if you need an exchange, if you want the brokerage, if you need kind of links to all kind of services, it's all on healingdelight.com. Enjoy it. It's for your own good thing. I need a mama hug. Of course, mama, I need a mama hug. We always need a mom hug. That's kind of been the beginning. Now let's get into astrology, shall we? So here we are. Today is the first quarter square. In a few hours from now, let's take it there. We are now right in the middle point between, it's so cool that the live streams fell on those timings. Oops, sorry, yeah, one more. 22. Okay, there we go, a few minutes back. Last week on Sunday we had a new moon on Lion's Gate. 2303, 2301, 23. There we go. So last week was the new moon. Begin a new cycle. New moon in Leo on Lion's Gate. Very powerful. It was squaring Uranus. So we said Uranus brings the flavor of shocking, sudden, unexpected events that can create trauma. It's kind of like radical, extreme, out of nowhere, surprise, and it's regards to Leo. So Leo is the creative, authentic self-expression. Another cool insight about this meridian, I found that this meridian also, this point, this area in the fingers by Louis Hay, is relating to grief. So this is a cool story. Listen to this. It happened to me on Thursday in the afternoon. And I found myself on Thursday evening sitting in hospital. Leave alone the hospital was like, I felt like I was in India. No offense to all the Indian people, but it was just very kind of weird hospital environment. Because they're building, so everything was kind of like you had to go, walk away. I had to sit with an open cut for like 50 minutes to wait for a doctor to kind of look at my open cut and saw me. And then I was put in kind of a room that used to be a patient room, but they closed it with kind of like things. And they treated me on this table. It was very weird. The doctor was lovely. But the universe wanted me to hear the woman that was sitting next to me. Because on the other side of the thing that, blocks the view, privacy, I forgot the name of it, there was an Asian woman sitting there talking to her doctor. And she was complaining that 2 weeks ago she got the juice, and she had headaches, and she was foggy, and she was like not quite herself, and this never happened to her, and the doctor very professionally told her that it got nothing to do with the juice, and she's absolutely can take the second juice. I'm not going to talk about it because you all know what I'm thinking, and you know that I know what you're thinking. So I just wanted to share that with you, that the universe wanted me to see and hear that, rather than as a post on social media. Of course, the doctor offered me the juice, and I told him I appreciate your recommendation. Thank you, but no thank you. And that's about that. So yeah, at the time I was sitting in the hospital, it was like 6. At 6:30, we got out of the hospital. No, 6 we got out of the hospital. I got home. 6:30, started to have these shakes. This shakes, trauma was releasing out of me. And I start crying. I had a big cry. You know me, I'm honest. I'm cool with being transparent and vulnerable. I had a big cry, a very, very big cry, because life really chipped on me, a lot of chipped on me in the last few months. And I'm kind of like, why do I deserve this, It's kind of like unjust, that was the feeling of like, wow, what is this unjust? Like, I'm a good person, I'm doing good deeds, I'm helping people, all this and all. Like, it's like things happen to me that are really unjust. So I had a big cry. And as I'm shaking and having a big cry, Spirit tells me, Ami, look at the time, look at the time, look at the time. And as I'm crying and I'm shaking, I'm looking at the time and I see 6:35. And then the coin dropped. 4 weeks exactly from that night was the passing of my father-in-law. He passed at 7:05 p.m. So that time where I was shaking and crying at home after this happened, into the shower and all this thing, it was exactly at the time that he passed away in the hospital, which was traumatic by itself. And I was present in those moments, so it was quite intense experience. But because of drama that happened afterwards, I didn't really manage to grieve or to cry it out properly, the death. And suddenly when I cried, all that cry, I had this knowing that part of it's got to do with his passing. Later on, when I'm doing my research, I read that Louise Hay, it's always a good source to kind of go and check what she's thinking about different ailments and kind of things in the body. And she said that this area where I cut myself is directly linked to grief. How amazing, right? So here comes the knife, cuts straight into the grief point, activates the mental channel. And by the way, this is also the channel of inspiration. And I've shared with the community that on the new moon in Leo with the Lion's Gate, I was feeling very kind of flat and heavy, and I was looking for inspiration and I couldn't find it inside of me. And then when I look at the park in front of me, I saw all the kids playing and all the families playing, and the community was in the park. And so I set the microphone right in front of the window with the medicine drum, and I've recorded this medicine drum song for the community for the sound healing journey, and they became my inspiration. So I was thinking it's interesting that it hit the inspiration when I already kind of sensed it before. So yeah, the grief. Interesting how it was a catalyst of a big grief release. Very interesting. Just sharing some insights, always sharing. It must mean something to someone. I don't know. But yeah, that was quite auspicious. So last week on Sunday, we had the new moon in Leo, Lion's Gate. Here we are a week after, and if you go outside tonight, I just had a look before the live stream, you look at the moon, you see the moon is exactly half. Perfect half. The moon is half because it's the quarter square, which means that the moon was in front of the sun, and now the moon has moved here. So the moon received half a light, and that's a quarter moon, and then next week it will be the full moon, okay? So here is the moon, 23 degrees, sorry. Here is the moon, 23 degrees, 0 minute, Virgo. Here is the sun, 23 degrees, 0, Leo. Okay, so that's the quarter square. That's the first square. And then next week, the moon will be here in the opposition after Jupiter on the 29th degree. and it will be the full moon, the second full moon in Aquarius. Okay? So just recapping what we spoke about last week. Hello, Tabitha, welcome. What we spoke about last week was that we have a quite intense time here, and intense is kind of a big title that is going to repeat itself again and again and again and again and again. The intensity is that we had a full moon in Aquarius on the first degree, then we had a new moon in Leo, and next week we have the full moon on the 29th degree of Aquarius. So 2 full moon in Aquarius with a new moon in Leo in the middle, and while this is happening, the new moon squared Uranus, and now the full moon is doing other interesting aspects, but Uranus is still the star. Why Uranus is the star? Because later on this week, 2 days before the new moon on Friday, Uranus is going to go retrograde. So on Friday, Uranus retrograde, joining Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, all of them retrograding. Okay? So all the big planets, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, and now Uranus, all retrograding on Friday. So very auspicious that Uranus station retrograde 2 days before the second full moon in Aquarius. So Aquarius anyway is Uranus energy, and Uranus retrograde is going to make it even louder, even more felt, even more kind of the flavor. Meaning, if you cook tofu, the tofu is zucchini. You know, the beautiful thing about zucchini, it's flavorless. So you can do whatever you want with it. You can make zucchini cake with honey, with sugar. You can make zucchini with salt. You can make zucchini with red paprika. You can have zucchini with za'atar. You can have zucchini with black pepper. You can have zucchini with curry. You can have zucchini with laksa. You can have zucchini with teriyaki. You know? Whatever you put on zucchini, it's cool with zucchini. Zucchini is cool. It's like the UN of the vegetables. That's a new one. Zucchini, the UN of the vegetables. Nice slogan. Leave alone that you can, you can bake it, you can fry it, you can roast it, you can grind it, you can put it in omelets, amazing things you can do with zucchini. But the bottom line, it's not about zucchini, it's actually about what I mean to say, which the flavors you add to it will be the main flavor that is highlighted. And so if the full moon is a zucchini, comes Uranus and say, eccentric, radical, revolutionary, breaking free, rebelling, the people, the world, electricity, nervous system, anxiety, trauma, shock, earthquake, volcanoes, extreme weather phenomena, extreme health situation, relationships. Big. Relationships are big again. It's a big time of ascension. And so our most intimate relationships are our most intimate mirrors. When you stand naked in front of the mirror, you can see every scar, every scratch, every mark on your skin. But when you're dressed to your office walk, nobody can see that. And so, you never get undressed with your boss unless you're very naughty. You never get undressed with your colleague unless you're very naughty. And you never really get undressed in the middle of the street unless you're very naughty, if you know what I mean. So only the person you get undressed with can see every scar and scratch and mark on your skin. That's why it is your intimate partner which always confront you with your most intimate issues. Yay! Fantastic. That's the thing. Walt Disney kind of really fooled us. They sold us all these kind of movies when we were kids that, they married and they lived for happy forever after. Every Hollywood movie, they kiss and they finally came together and the movie ends and you think they have the most amazing life. But you don't really see what happens afterwards, Here is an argument, here's a fight, here comes the kids, here comes mortgage, here comes bills. You don't see that in the movies. So they gave us this concept, like, as soon as you meet your love life, as soon as you meet your soulmate, everything becomes beautiful and life is just happy. Not. There's work to do. There's work to do. So as we grow older, we realize that, Back to now, tonight at 1 a.m. and 19 minutes. 1 a.m. 19 minutes tonight. We will have the exact quarter moon square. And basically it's a checkpoint. It's a checkpoint of saying, hey, remember the new moon a week ago? Remember your intention? How are you going with it right now? Where is it? How much did it move? How much did you follow it through? What have you done in order to create it? Because now the moon is entering Scorpio, Moon is in Scorpio, I said Virgo before. Moon is in Scorpio, 23 degrees 0 minutes Scorpio, which means that moon in Scorpio, deep, intense feelings, emotions, the hidden, unconscious things coming up to the surface. We may feel things inside. It's kind of Scorpio explore the dark side, kind of reveal the dark, reveals the secret, reveal the hidden, suddenly bring it out. Scorpio is like the zits, you have hormones playing in your body, but then suddenly the zits come into your face and now you can't hide the fact that you're hormonal because everyone can see you're hormonal. That's kind of Scorpio. Hello, hola hermano John. Good to have you, brother. And hello, Leah, beautiful Leah, welcome. And so I'm keep on getting warnings from YouTube about the blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Let me see if I can fix something. I tried something. Let's see if it's gonna work. We'll see. I'm trying to see if it's helping somehow or you didn't make it worse. We'll see. I think it made it worse. Not sure. Okay, so checkpoint. Moon in Scorpio. What are you feeling deeply today, from last night into today? What is brewing? Oh yeah, Sun is doing funny thing. Let's see. It's going well. Looks alright. Yesterday, last night, into today. Let's see since when the moon enters Scorpio. Let's see. Let's move a day back. Yep, so the moon entered Scorpio yesterday. On Saturday, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. the moon enters Scorpio. Okay. 7, let's go back to 7. Okay. And let's go back to days, 1 day into today. There we go. Okay, back into the loop. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, since yesterday morning, okay, I need to change it. What I've done is not good. Let me change it again. Let's see how that works. Sorry, I've done a bit of tweaks. Let's see if it's gonna help. It's driving me a bit insane, you know. I don't like it, the fact that it's kind of buffering all the time. It's really annoying me. So, since yesterday, what has been cooking in on your inside? You know, what bubbles up? Did you notice? Feelings, emotions, inner reflections, unconscious, subconscious kind of things coming up to the surface. Maybe some light, the light of the sun in Leo. The sun is highlighting the soul essence, the soul purpose, who we are in our royal true self. Still in Leo, we're in Leo season, lionesses, we're in Leo season. You know, so I could easily be a scaredy cat, but I chose to be a lion and say, you know what? Maybe it's so everyone could see that I have a big middle finger. I'm really having fun with it, as you can see. So, hello, Natalie from the Northern Rivers. Hello, beautiful girl. So, since yesterday, again, let's focus, let's zoom in. Since yesterday into today, What have you been going through inside of you on the internal process? You know, the sun is highlighting your Leo, your royal self, your ego, your soul essence, who you are, the life you want to live on this planet, how you want to live, your relationships, the businesses, everything that you are, like who you are, and it's squaring, which is tension. You know, so there's a tension between who you are and who you want to be and the life you want to live, and your emotional body, which is kind of in the last decan of Scorpio, the last 10 degrees of Scorpio, which is the most intense, the deepest, unconscious, subconscious, secrets, lies, things coming up to the surface. You know, maybe some light shined into your internal process and suddenly you had a new revelation or a new insight or a new realization. Maybe an old process that used to wound you is suddenly shifting. Something shifted yesterday and today, or still shifting. If you notice you're in a dialogue, you're in a process, you go like, this is a territory I never tapped into. I'm getting some insights, like something clicked in a different way. And it kind of bringing up my inner process into a new place in Scorpio, and something is being exposed, something is coming up, something is revealing. Okay? Now, whatever it is that is happening to you over this week, and it's important for you to take note, because this is the checkpoint of the square, the first square, towards the full moon. And so the new moon initiated something. Here comes today, yesterday and today, and kind of like check into this, because if you want to get to the full moon and really release and let go of that which disturbs you from manifesting your Leo new moon, right? So the full moon comes to release that which the intention of the new moon wants to manifest, but it blocks its way. It's kind of like holding it back. So the new moon comes and says, what do you want? I want to be happy. And then when you get shit. Why? Because you need to understand why you're feeling shit, because you really want to get happy. That's your intention. You want to be happy, but you're feeling shit. Something shit happened. Okay, sorry about the word shit, but it's a word, you know. And you need to really understand this, because on the full moon, you have to let go of this shit. And so this coming week now, from now into Sunday, full moon, is going to be all around this. So what is this that I need to release and let go? What is this that life is showing me? What is this that the moon in Scorpio kind of brought up to the surface as we are starting this week? And there's a lot happening this week. There's a lot of goodies to share. Okay, so let's start with that, the quarter moon square, the first quarter square. Okay, what else is happening? A lot, of course, but at the moment, Mercury on the 6th, sorry, I'm pointing at the other screen. Mercury here on the 6th degree Virgo. Here's the personal planets, all in Virgo, people. We have a Virgo season, and Virgo of the personal, yeah? The sun is in Leo. So the soul is now the final 7 degrees of Leo. It's really kind of like, I really want to create my kingdom. I really want to be the king again. Maybe I've been beaten down, maybe I've been feeling weak or depressed or sad, or things happen to me that put me down. Maybe I'm playing with insecurities, self-worth. You know, maybe I don't know how to express myself. But Leo now, Sun is in the end of Leo saying like, you must roar, you must sing your song, you must speak what you have to say. You must create your kingdom if you ever want to have a kingdom. Okay? And so that's very strong, but all the personal mechanism is actually in Virgo. Mars, Venus, Mercury, the masculine, the feminine, and the mental communicator that is negotiating between them. And so if we take Mars, the ego, the drive, the assertion, the confidence, the motivation, the let's go, let's make it happen, warrior, right now on the 10th degree of Virgo, which means that it's aligning with Saturn on the 9th degree of Aquarius. The main alignment happened yesterday. 2 days ago. We spoke about last week, the Mars with Saturn. Okay. The other thing that is happening is that if Mars is here doing this thing, okay, on the 10th degree, it also means that it's squaring the moon nodes, but it's coming off it, right? We spoke about it last week too. So Mars, by the way, this happened with Mars squaring the moon nodes. And I said, Mars is the sword that is coming to cut the cords. Okay? It comes to cut the cords of the past into the future. Okay? The past is here in Sagittarius, old beliefs, old philosophy. We used to be optimistic and look at life like that, but suddenly life became like that, so we have to let what we thought life will be away. We have to let it go. It's no longer valid. Teachings, learnings, I've heard a story about a lady that just about to finish her master's in social work, and as she's about to finish the Masters of Social Work, suddenly she's facing a situation when she's forced to take the juice in order to actually work in that field after 5 years of studying for that field. And she's very, let's put it like that, she's not into the juice. So now she finds herself in a situation where she's like, so should I just give up this study, this master degree that I worked 5 years for, South Node in Sagittarius? Because my mind says I'm not going to do that to myself, I'm not going to take the juice. So she has to make her own mind. North Node in Gemini, for example. Okay? So beliefs. Hello, Eddie. Happy to keep you sane. It's a privilege. Thank you. It means a lot. I know many people say that to me, but I don't take it for granted. It really means a lot. It's what makes me do the live stream. Here I am. I could easily sit on the sofa and say, sorry everyone, I'm injured, I can't do it, look what happened to me, I'm a victim. Oh. I was like, screw that. I have to show up. I have to show up. We have to speak. We have to sing. We have to channel. And so Mars with the moon nodes, kind of like we have to cut the old beliefs, old philosophies, old teachings, what they told us, what mom told us, or dad told us, or the professor told us, or the culture told us, or the religion told us, or the philosophers told us. We have to let that go. Now remember, over here, who is with the South Node? Juno. Juno is the goddess of sacred union and marriage, which means that it's the closest relationships to you, baby. Any contracts with any people that are very close to you on the day by day, it could be your husband, wife, it could be a family member, it could be your business partner, it could be your, someone you're really close to and work with and live with. Something there is going. It might be the person himself, or it might be the way you looked at the person. It might be what you believe that person is. Maybe you kind of thought that person is beautiful and, so loving and so beautiful and so honest and, and suddenly you realize that person is actually not that beautiful, not that honest, not that awesome. Oops. Bummer. Not pleasant, not fun. So Mars comes in here and say, don't worry, baby. I'm coming here to cut the cords. And he cuts the cord. And I cut my finger when that happened. But he's also squaring the North Node. Okay? Here's the North Node in Gemini. It's kind of like giving us that sort of like cut that cord because you need to go where you need to go. You need to think for yourself. You need to process for yourself. You need to believe for yourself. You need to develop your own philosophy, your own teaching, your own doctrine, your own study, your own learning, your own knowledge, your own intelligence. You need to think for yourself, decide for yourself, speak for yourself. That's the Gemini. It's very cool to see that Black Moon Lilith is there with Ceres. Okay? So Black Moon Lilith and Ceres. Black Moon Lilith is the goddess of discord. She's kind of like, she likes to rebel against the old, against the taboo. So this is very matching with the South Node in Sagittarius with Juno. It's kind of like the taboo of what marriage is and how a marriage should be like and what a husband and wife, how should they relate to. We all come into our marriage life with the belief system and the philosophy and the value system that we have downloaded from our parents and from our culture and from our religion and from where we were born and the neighborhood, Because, if you, for example, if you were born to a couple that lives in Amsterdam and the mother is walking in the Red Window District, she's a a sex worker. But in Amsterdam, it's cool, it's legal, there is no judgment upon that there. Everything is really cool. Just like you buy milk, you can go and have sex with. By the way, if kids are watching this, there's quite a bit of flavors around sexuality in this live stream, thanks to Uranus. So Uranus is coming to spark your sexuality life, but it doesn't mean you have to take it that way, if you know what I mean. Because that might be shocking, unpleasant, traumatizing. Oops, visuals are not good. All right, cool. Let's move on. So, you know, we all come to our marriages with what we've downloaded from our family, from our parents, from our grandparents, uncles, aunties. We're watching as kids, we're looking at the adults, we're learning, we're downloading. How does the adults behave? How does mom and dad kiss and hug? Do they kiss and hug? No, they never kiss and hug. Or they kiss and hug all the time. Do they have sex? No. Oh, yeah, they have sex all the time. Some houses walking nude at home. Some houses you never see them even undressing the shirt. You know, then you look, as a kid, you look at your uncles and aunties in comparison to your parents. You realize where that uncle is better than your father, or that auntie is better than your mother, or the relationship, where is it better than your own parents' relationship. You go to grandma, grandpa, and you see what's going on there, and you just download marriage. And based on that, you assimilate your perception of marriage, and then you get married, and what do? You say, I know what you do in marriage, you're supposed to do this. But then the other person can say, excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about. I also know about marriage, and you're not supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. So then we have like, no, it's this, no, it's that, no, it's this, no, it's that. And then like over the time, you know, this kind of like, this is what it's supposed to be, no, this is what it's supposed to be. It's like, what about realizing that it's neither or, it's both and more? Each partner has come to challenge the other partner mindset, perception, philosophy, ideology, belief system, value system. Because some of them do not belong. Some of them are not really beneficial. Some of them not really allowing us to evolve to the next stage. And so comes unpleasant time like this, where it's kind of like, sorry, this has to change. So I was using the metaphor of the couple who live in Amsterdam, and she's a sex worker and they have a child. So for that child, it's cool that mom sleeps with other men. That's what she does for a living. It's totally cool. There's no judgment on that at all. For that child, that's what mom and dad do. Dad goes to the milk bar, he has a milk bar, and mom goes to the Red Windows and she has sex with strangers for money. That's what you do. So then that child grows up and he meets a beautiful girl and said, okay, so I'm going to open a milk bar. Are you going to the Red Windows? No, I'm not a prostitute. What do you mean? I don't mind it because, my mom was doing that, so, not my mom, yeah, it's just an example. My mom was doing that, so I don't mind if you want to do that. Do you want to go and walk in the Red Windows? And the other girl is like, she has a background of being a good girl, Catholic girl from, Massachusetts. Oh, no, sorry, honey. No, where I come from, we ain't doing that, man. We're going to church. Oh, that's a big clash. What do you mean church? Yeah, we only have sex once a month, only for the reason of having babies. What? So suddenly you have the child that grew up with a mom that was working in the Red Window district, and the child that grew up with a mom that was a good Catholic girl that only had sex one time a month with her husband only to bring kids to the world. And it's very different. But they do love each other, but they have completely different upbringing. So this is kind of what the situation could be. For example, I give you an extreme difference, but it could be even smaller, like one child grew up in a house where the mom takes the beans out, the other child grew up in a house that the father takes the beans out. Then they get married, and he is saying like, you're supposed to take the beans out because my mom took the beans out. And she says, no, you're supposed to take the beans out because my dad took the beans out. And then they start fighting every week who takes the beans out, because what they know is what is the truth. You see? More and more examples. So this is kind of like, let's cut the bullshit of the past. Let's cut the old philosophies, beliefs, values, anything that kind of stacks us and keeps us kind of in this shitty place, because the sun is in Leo. We all want to live in kingdoms. We all want to live like royalties, but we have this crap of the past keep on playing with us. Let's cut this and let's activate the future. The future. Let's think for ourselves. Let's change our mind. Let's experiment. Let's try something new. Small little tweaks and changes. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Hey, I know. Let's do that. 1 week I'll take the bean out, and 1 week you'll take the bean out. Oh, that's a great idea. Ta-da! Solution. Gemini. See? That's what I mean. The other couple. Okay, so your mom used to have lots of sex, and my mom didn't have sex at all almost. So what if we kind of just have moderate sex? What if we will have sex twice a week? Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. That can work with me. Wow, ta-da! Giving you an example. That's in the positive way. In the negative way, I'm out of here. Bam. See you later. Okay? I'm going to the Red Windows. You go to your church in Massachusetts, and everything's going to be all right, baby. Sorry for meeting you. See you later. Now, the other cool aspect here, that was, I talked about Mars with the moon nodes. Okay? And I spoke about Mercury, 6 degrees. Okay? Now, pay attention what's happening. Mars has squared the moon nodes a few days ago. Now, Mercury is coming to square. So as Mars is winding down that square, now Mercury comes into that square, 6 degrees. Let's see where it is now. Let's bring it to now. This moment is the quarter moon square, which is tonight at 1:18 a.m. Okay? But now, if I want to take it to the exact moment, so the nodes are on 7 degrees 35, and we're going to move now. Mercury is flying. See, Mercury is already in Virgo. Remember we said it's going to fly in August? Let's bring the mantra back to the beginning. Okay. Now, moon node 7:35 Mercury. Where are you, Mercury? There you are. 7. Oops. Back. No. Minutes. There we go. Mercury at your 12 o'clock, 7:35 on Monday, tomorrow, 12:38 p.m. So tomorrow, 12:38 p.m. afternoon, it will be exactly the moment where Mercury is going to square the moon nodes. Now remember what I said to you again and again and again. This is the exact minute, but it doesn't mean that it happens then. It is already happening. So, let's run this a bit backwards and run a possible scenario. Excuse me for a second. So, Monday. Let me see. I want to go back to Mars. Let's see. Mars. 1, 2, 3. Mars. Where are you? 26, 20, Mars. 8. Okay. 7:05. Moon nodes 8:05. Mars 7:42. Let's move hours. $7:54. There we go. Oh. Mars on your 3 o'clock. 7 degrees, 52 minutes. Wednesday evening, okay? So this happened to me on Thursday. This happened to me basically 12, not even 12, 18 hours after this. You see what I mean? So it can happen before, it can happen it can happen after, but it's kind of in general, that's the energy. So 11th of August, Wednesday, the Wednesday that passed, let's say 7 p.m. Wednesday, 7 p.m., Mars square the nodes. So have a bit of a reflection moment. What happened to you on Wednesday? Especially, it could be all day long. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, even from Tuesday. Yeah? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Around your anger, fire, frustration, irritation, action, warrior, confidence, self-esteem, motivation, drive, assertion, or the opposite. Insecurities, no motivation, no self-esteem, feeling shit about yourself, feeling like a victim, wounded, no power, no energy, no direction, no drive, right? And in between, anywhere in between. Now again, it's directly linked to your personal most sacred relationship. Juno is there with the South Node, okay? And so what happened to you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday around your masculine that was kind of aiming to cut the past and to initiate the future? To cut what other people told you, the stories people tell you, the lies, the deceptions, the illusions, the philosophies, the teachings, the theories, the gurus, the masters, the doctors and the professors and the heads of the heads of the heads of. That's Sagittarius. Okay? What inside of you has started to move into kind of like cutting that out, and at the same time or before after, a need to think for yourself. North Node in Gemini. Think for yourself, to process for yourself, to speak up for yourself. The Sun is in Leo. Speak up for yourself. Express who you are. Express what you believe in. Express your philosophy, your values, your teachings. Yeah? That was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay? Now, we're going to go into tomorrow. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then comes the Friday and Saturday. So now this is winding down, the fire is winding down, but now the mind, Mercury, 3 o'clock, is on the phone. So look, as Mars was doing that, I'm moving days, okay? So here's Mars on the 7, Mercury at the end of Leo, that's on Wednesday. Thursday, Mercury moved into Virgo, okay? Why did I say before the moon in Scorpio? I'm so sorry, obviously, under the influence of this cat. Virgo. No. Delete the last sentence. Forget about it. Ignore it. It was not here. What? What are you talking about? I don't know. So, Thursday evening, Mercury moved into 0 degrees Virgo. So the mind, the intellect, communication, expression, has moved into analytical, practical, anal, facts, analysis, research. Virgo, pay attention to the details, perfect the plan, detox, declutter the crap. Virgo. So some people doing the tax year. Some people checking maybe into their emails and deleting emails that's being in the spam or trash mail. Maybe, going through your mailbox and just throwing all the spam mail out. Maybe deleting some contacts on your phone that you don't really use. SMSs, pictures. Maybe you find yourself decluttering your personal environment, Mercury. Your home, your office. Maybe you need to move. And remember, Mercury, Gemini, it's small little changes, nothing big. It's like, oh, my cup of tea is here. I'm going to put it here. No, actually, I'm going to move it there. Oh, this crystal. Oh, labradorite, beautiful. I'm going to put it there. Oh, yeah, nicer there. Things like that. But in your expression, communication, how can you detox and declutter the way you think? Your process, the mental process of your thought, your perception, which becomes your dialogue and your expression, your communication. How can you detox that? How can you declutter that? How can you clear the path so that your sun in Leo could actually sing its song? Okay? Maybe you have put some filters on your expression that cause some toxic dynamic of communication, and now the sun in Leo is giving you the boost in the background, and all the personal planets, Venus is at the end of Virgo, 25 degrees is on Thursday, yeah? Venus at the end of Virgo, really purifying relationships, sexuality, values, health, finance, money, really doing the practical, analytical, why do I still pay membership to that service if I don't use it? And maybe I should pay membership to this service because it would benefit me. Why don't I do detox for my physical body? Maybe I drink more water. Maybe I eat more clean food. What about, less fantasy and more presence in lovemaking? Virgo is an earth sign. Less fantasy, less escaping, and actually experiencing the partner with you in bed. What about instead, detoxing your sexual patterns, detoxing your health patterns, detoxing your financials? Maybe you invested in too many shit coins and you need to buy some good coins instead of shit coins, Maybe you're spending money on crap instead of investing some money for your future. So this kind of coming to fix it up. relationships, people. So Mars was squaring the moon nodes. South node is with Juno, relationships, marriage. Venus is at the end of Virgo, detoxing relationships, like let's get real, let's look at the facts, like, okay, we're paying the bills, but are we happy? Are we in love? Are we thriving? Are we blooming? Or are we toxic? This is toxic, it's like identifying this relationship is toxic, or this is toxic in our relationship. The relationship is grounded, it's healthy, it's good, but it needs to be detoxed from all this crap, right? Venus at the end of Virgo. Mars in Virgo is like, yes, let's take action. Let's stop eating sugar. Let's stop eating crap. Let's stop subscribing to every possible newsletter. Let's delete all these apps on my phone because every single app is following everything I do. Let's go into the app setting on your phone. I recommend you all, if you haven't done it in your life, you should. If you go into the settings on your mobile phone and you go into the section of applications, each application, press on it, and you will be amazed to see that almost all applications on your phone, you are giving them permission to access your microphone and camera, which means that they are all listening to you and watching you, baby, at any given time. When you poop, when you pee, when you make love, when you eat, when you stalk your most private conversations, it's there. So go to your settings, go to your applications, and start blocking permissions. And if you're not using all these applications, what do you think they're for free? Because they are getting your data. And in the future that we are going into, data is the currency. Where we're heading to, the more data you'll be able to keep private to yourself, the more wealthy you will be in the future. The more data you just share freely, which is amazing, right? Because that's the illusion deception of this time. What did they give us? They gave us social media. Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram and TikTok and everything possible to showcase every aspect of your personality, what you like, what you don't like, what you follow, what you don't follow, what you believe in, your opinions, how you argue other people, how you talk and debate with other people on social media. Everything is kept under your name and they know every single bit of you if you allow them. So maybe it's time to close that account on Facebook. Maybe it's time to stop looking so much on TikTok. Maybe it's time to, I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram. I haven't logged into Facebook for 1.5 years. Thank God for that. I love that. I can't stand it. I don't log into it. I can't stand what they represent. I can't stand how they operate. They've suppressed me and shadow banned me for so long that the only thing I can give them is my finger. With Instagram as well, turn off access to your camera, turn off access to your microphone. What do? When I want to do a video or a picture or something, I put it on, I do the video, I do the picture, whatever, and then I turned it off. I don't need Instagram to listen to me and watch me 24/7 when all I want to do is post something that takes me 5 minutes. So a bit more practical, analytical Virgo usage of Mercury in Virgo. Communication, social media, internet. People, you have to understand the world is changing dramatically and fast. And right now, look at us. It's all digital. It's all internet. It's all technology. Which means that everything is traceable. Everything is documented. Everything is collected. And so you have to take actions for your privacy. You have to kind of limit what they can get access to. So this is one of the subjects. Okay? Thursday. So Mars has squared the nodes, and as it's kind of like coming off the nodes, look at Mercury, 3 o'clock, right? Look at Mercury here. Mercury, 0 degree Virgo, Mars, 8 degree Virgo, Venus, 25 degree. Look at their dance as we move forward, and the moon was in Libra, okay? And now we're moving into Friday. Now the Mars is breaking out of the square. Mercury is kicking to the 2nd degree, Venus on the 26th, the moon is at the end of Libra. Here is Saturday. Mars is really breaking down now at the end of the 9th degree. Mercury is kicking to the 4th degree. And here is Sunday today. Mars on the 10th degree pretty much broke out of this square, but it's still there, as you can see. Here's the red lines of the square. But now Mercury is kicking in, okay? So now I'm going to move a few hours forward until I lost that moment. It was 7:35, 7:32. Oh, it's a bit itchy. My stitches are itchy. I moved my hand too much. Okay, here it is. Okay, so tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Mercury will square the nodes, which means that again, Mars was initiating the action, and now comes Mercury and is like, wait a second, I need to understand what this is about. Let me put things into order. Let me reflect. Let me think. Let me process. Let me meditate on this. Let me express it to myself. Let me journal it, maybe. Maybe I need to put some inner processes that are coming up because the moon is in Scorpio, remember, right? So at the time that Mercury is going to square the nodes, the moon is on the 29th degree of Scorpio, the critical end degree of Scorpio, when it's the most intense, the most intimate, the deepest, the most unconscious, the most revealing, exposing, secrets coming out, lies coming out, abuse of power, abuse of sex, abuse of money, emotions around those things, around abuse dynamic in intimate relationship, right? And it's very interesting because as this is happening, Mercury is squaring the moon nodes. Moon is on the end of Scorpio, dealing with that which I just said. And where is the moon going afterwards? To meet the south node and Juno as Mercury is squaring them. And so pay very close attention to your moon since yesterday. To your emotions and your feelings. They are secrets, they are treasures, okay? Think of Scorpio as Indiana Jones. You have to go into the underground, into the tomb to find the hidden treasure and to take it out of there, and all the skeletons are chasing you and the creepy crawlers, and you go as the lion like, I'm not afraid of creepy crawlers, I'm not afraid of skeleton, I'm gonna go like Indiana Jones down into the tomb, even though I'm scared inside of me, but I'm gonna be brave because I need to rescue something that was lost. I need to find an aspect of myself that was lost, and it doesn't allow me to shine like a true sun in Leo. And so Mercury is already now, pay attention to your emotional process that is in direct link with your mental process. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, okay? Really realize, put it down on paper, even if you don't know a whole story, but something came to me and you're processing something. Maybe it came in a dream, maybe it was in your nighttime, maybe you woke up with it, maybe something happened today that triggered something and you're sitting with it. Sit with it, baby. Feel it inside of you, process, reflect, analyze, try to understand. We're in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo. Pay attention to the details. Perfect your plan. Be anal, be practical, be grounded, down to earth, Virgo. Oh, bullshit, cut the bullshit, be real, keep it real. You know the keep it real? Virgo. Keep it real, right? Put on that. She said this, he said that, I thought this, I thought that. When he said that and I thought that, it reminded me that in the past it also happened to me, and he said that and I said that, and then I realized it got to do with my parents, because when dad said that, mom said that. And suddenly there is kind of like this kind of process unfolding where you're starting to click things in your psyche, Scorpio, in your psyche matrix. Something that traumatized you, Scorpio. It's your deepest pain, it's your deepest trauma, it's the 29th degree, right at the end. It's like intense. And so tomorrow and tonight, can you please breathe a lot and think 4 times before you speak? Because Scorpio moon can bring intensity. Emotions might be intense, and everyone may think, and it's around power, and it's around control, and it's around intimate connections, and it's around sex, and it's around relationships, and it's around money, and it's around power, and you may feel some things, and then comes Mercury with the moon nodes and says like, screw this crap, I don't believe in that bullshit anymore. I just had a revelation, and it changed the entire way I'm looking at relationship. It changed the entire way I'm looking at marriage. It changed the entire way I'm looking at my partner. It changed the entire way I'm looking at my friends or my business or my colleagues or whatever. Suddenly something happened that changed the way I used to look at it and is pushing me towards the North Node to think for myself. Now realize something, it's Mercury. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So Mercury in Virgo is squaring the North Node in Gemini, where its home is, where it was only a month and a half ago. So let's go. This is cool. I didn't really plan to go that deep into this, but obviously Spirit says it's important, okay? So something important is happening that I'm talking about this because there's so much more important things coming after. So remember all this build-up I just told you, but I want to go back to Mercury in Gemini on the North Node. Let's remember when it was. There we go. June, let's go days back. Oh yeah, that's the retrograde, that's right, the retrograde in Gemini. Okay, so here it is, the 10th of May. 10th of May. Okay, what happened to you the beginning of May? There it is. The beginning of May. This is Tuesday, the 11th of May. Okay? On Tuesday, the 11th of May, Mercury was with the North Node in Gemini. This is how everything started, if you remember. Look, all this was empty. The Scorpio, the Libra, the Virgo, the Leo, the Cancer, all of this was empty. Mars kicked into Cancer back then, right? But everything was here. Look at that. The Moon, Uranus. Oh, yes. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Look how everything is interconnected, okay? Because what did you just say? Look, the Moon was with Uranus. Here, the Moon conjuncted Uranus. And it was on a new moon in Taurus. It was on literally a day after was the new moon in Taurus, okay? So 3 months ago, new moon in Taurus, what happened in your life? And you were processing it about your future, okay? Mercury was with the North Node. Here's Venus, Gemini, Mercury, Gemini. Here's the Sun, here's Uranus, here's the Moon, okay? All of that was in Taurus, Gemini, okay? And so, new moon in Taurus, 3 months ago, the moon was with Uranus. Why is it important? Because right now, remember, last full moon was square Uranus, and last new moon squared Uranus. This full moon is basically happening when Uranus is stationed in retrograde. So something happened then, sudden, shocking, unexpected. May. What happened in May? Bring some things in the chat room. Let's see if you guys remember big things that happened in new moon in Taurus, May. Maybe it was the juice second enrollment. I don't know, whatever it was. I don't know. May. This was when Bitcoin was blasting. Bitcoin was blasting up. That's one thing for sure. Before correction. And now we're starting again. So notice how the journey started, yeah? So Mars was in Cancer, paving the path. Mars was marching forward first, okay? I'm going to move weeks. Let's move weeks forward since May. Here's another week. The Moon is passing Mars. Venus is coming into Mercury. And there we had, end of May, we had Venus with Mercury, okay? So, Mercury with the North Node on the new Moon in Taurus 3 months ago. 1 point. Then, I want to write it down. There's something here that wants to be revealed. Remember, I told you, it's like something is clicking. There's something that is clicking. Okay, so we had Mercury, North Node, on new moon, Taurus. Then 2 weeks after, we had Venus conjunct Mercury. Okay? So, something that was on the full moon. Yeah. On the new moon, it was the moon was with Uranus, and it was a new moon in Taurus. Mercury was on the north node. On the full moon, Venus came on top of Mercury, conjunct. Wow. Here we go, another week. Okay, then Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury goes like, oh yeah, I need to think about it. Venus is now marching towards Mars to tell him, yeah, we need to talk about all these things that we just realized. So here we go. Mercury goes retrograde. Venus is closing in on Mars. And then we've got the Venus-Mars conjunction. Venus-Mars in July. Middle of July. Mercury finished his retrograde and moving direct already. Okay, Mercury is already in Cancer now. And now Venus is passing Mars here. Here you see, Venus is passing Mars. Mercury is coming to the Sun to deliver the message to the Sun. So then beginning of August, we had Mercury Sun. Venus is running away from Mars, leave me alone, you're too strong for me. Then Mercury comes on top of Mars. This week, sorry, moving too fast. Okay, so now move 2 days back. This is right now, and now we're gonna go to Monday. Monday, back to Monday. Okay, Mercury is squaring the moon nodes as the moon passed through the end of Scorpio and coming to Juno and in the south node. So the moon will be exactly with them. There you go. On Tuesday, late night Monday at 2:22 a.m. So Monday, tomorrow is a big day, people. Be careful, be aware, notice your emotions, notice your feelings, notice your expression, just make sure you don't raw spit fire at everyone, burn your kingdom. Make sure you're building the bridges, and unless the bridge is supposed to be smashed. Okay, now it's very interesting what's happening. What I want to say about that Mercury. So it's like, if I look at the story, right? Mercury with the north node on a new moon in Taurus, safety, stability, physical earth, my money, my sex, my relationship, my health, my physical reality life, initiating something new with the north node together with Mercury, a new projection of a new direction, of a new thought, a new way of thinking. 2 weeks later, Mercury comes into Venus on the full moon as we are letting go, full moon in Scorpio, intense. We are clearing, letting go, as Mercury comes with Venus and say, yes, again, Venus rules Taurus. So relationships, sexuality, values, money, finance, business, physical reality. We need to understand and realize something here. What is going on? Full moon in Scorpio, intense things coming up. We need to understand. So how symbolic that Mercury was with Venus on a full moon in Scorpio, and now that Mercury is squaring the nodes, the moon is in Scorpio. That by itself is interesting. Everything can be analyzed in an hour here now. Then Mercury sends Venus away with a message towards Mars, and he goes like, okay, I need to process this. So Mercury is processing, going back retrograde in Gemini, again to the north node, and then going direct again through the north node. In the meantime, Venus is catching up with Mars, and they kind of, while Mercury is processing, analyzing what is going on here, Venus comes to Mars and they make love together in Leo, saying, yes, it's time to unite. The masculine and the feminine, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. It's time to be the kings of our castles. It's time to be kings and queens. And then now, where are we? Tuesday, 17. The moon comes on top of the nodes, okay? And pay attention what's happening here. We've got like, as Mercury is squaring the moon nodes, the other thing that is happening, Venus has moved into Libra. This is on Tuesday, okay? I'll tell you exactly the time, but here we go, this is it. And as Mercury squared the nodes, notice what's happening here. Black Moon, Lilith, and Ceres, okay? Ceres is the goddess of harvest. Black Moon Lilith is the goddess of discord, rebellion. She's marching for justice. She's like the femme fatale. She's kind of that, against the taboo. So put it like that. She's kind of like, I said many times before, she's that kind of a woman that would sleep, or a man that would sleep with a married woman or a married man. She doesn't care about religion. She doesn't care. It's in opposition to the South Node with Juno. So they both come in saying like, crack yourself, baby. Stop limiting and restricting yourself because of the old taboo, the old values, the old philosophies. Things need to change. We need to change things here. We need to think for ourselves. We need to recreate this. On the other hand, Black Moon Lilith brings destruction, discord into harvest, into trades, into supply chain people, into food, into goods, and it's with North Node in Gemini. It's all in Gemini, so this got directly linked to the stock markets, to trades, to trading, to buying and selling. The disruption is here, okay? It could happen any day. Any day we could have that disruption. Any day we could have the blackout. So just for you to remember that, it's gradually, then suddenly. When it happens, don't freak out. Go into your own self. Go into your intimate environment. If you've been listening to me for a while, over the last 4 years, if you heard me saying all these messages, then you are prepared. Then you've got stock of food at home. You've got stock of water at home. You've got stock of petrol, people. Petrol is another thing, okay? Very important. There's going to be a big thing with petrol as well. So always good to have some extra petrol in a safe way to store it at home. At least kind of like you go to Bunnings, buy yourself a metal container, 20 liter metal container. Better to use metal container. 20 liters, 2 of them is a full tank almost of your car, Then if you need to kind of take your car and drive away somewhere, if you're stuck, whatever, you've got your reserve. On top of the fact that if you are a part of our community, most of the chances are that you have a generator. And if you have a generator, you need to have petrol. Unless you have a solar generator, and then you have solar panels. Okay? And so this is definitely heralding the coming destruction to supply chain, to food and goods and stuff. So, yesterday we went and did a big shop and we restocked all our supply, the fresh supply that we used a lot. So, I was a bit anxious about our supply at home because we used our stock that we bought all last year. So we went and we did a good replenish. It gave me peace of mind, calm. I know that I've got what I need to feed my family. Excellent. Okay. Excuse me. Looking into my notes. So, Mars. Where is it? That's Tuesday. Let's move one day forward. It's all a build-up, remember. It's all a build-up. Then comes the Wednesday. So it doesn't really stop. Told you Monday, tomorrow is a big day. But it's already happening from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when Mars square the nodes. Now comes the intellect communication level of Mercury squaring the nodes. Yesterday and today into tomorrow. And then after Mars did that and Mercury did that, then... Then comes on your 1 o'clock, Mercury conjunct Mars on the 12 degrees 48 minutes of Virgo. And so Mars took action and created some fire, some disruption, some arguments, some debates, maybe a fight, maybe something big happened, action, assertion, things around the masculine. That was kind of like to chop the past and to go to a new place. Mercury comes and says like, I need to process this, I need to rethink, I need to redefine, I need to talk, I need to converse, I need to express. And then Mercury and Mars comes together. It's like... And so it's in Virgo. It's anyway analytical thinking, practical thinking, facts-based, kind of analyzing. It can be anal. Virgo shadow is that they can be very anal. They can be very perfectionist to the point that it gives them troubles because they don't know how to say, it's not perfect, but it's perfect by not being perfect, you know? So Mars and Mercury in Virgo. Mars brings the action, the drive, the motivation, the power, the ignition, the vroom. This is like the key going into the car starter and goes like Mars kicks the mental mind of Mercury in Virgo into action. So very active mind. It's good for focused and acute thinking. It's good to analyze and to process things. If you have arguments or debates, this will give you that extra boost to defend yourself and to defend other people you may defending. Maybe someone is abusing someone and you stepping in and saying, sorry, this is as far as you go. This is not appropriate. Please don't talk like that. Please don't behave like that. It gives you that confidence. But it also gives the aggression. So be aware not to take that assertion of power and authority and I believe in what I know, I believe in what I say, please respect and honor it. Don't take it into aggression because then you will have a massive explosion, fights, heated up conversations. You don't want to do that. It can become very rude and abusive, hot temper. But it also makes everyone extremely responsive, like vroom, 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 vroom. It's like a battlefield of minds, battlefield of thought, a battlefield of words. So also in the trade market, right? This might mean that on Thursday, this is Thursday 1:26 p.m., Wednesday night into Thursday, we might see very big volatility in the market. Something might be go like, suddenly a massive grid candle up, some action taking place, or another coin goes down, you know? And by this time, where is Sirius? Oh yeah, Sirius is breaking off Black Moon Leaf, but she's chasing him for sure. Now this Mercury-Mars conjunction, pay attention to what it builds. It's the 12 degrees, 48 minutes, which is also already almost the 13 degrees. And who is on the 14 degrees? Uranus, baby. And so Mercury conjunct Mars, and it's trine Uranus. A trine is harmonious. A trine is beneficiary. It's benevolent. And so Uranus brings this sudden, unexpected, out of nowhere argument, debate, conversation that you never really thought you're going to have, but something suddenly popped up. Maybe someone said something that suddenly clicked in your head and you have this enlightenment moment. Aha. You know, I usually say Uranus, but Uranus is also beneficial. Uranus is kind of like, Uranus wants us to raise the bar. It wants us to go to a higher frequency, to a higher vibration. So it's not that it's just coming to shock and traumatize us for no reason. No. It says, I need to shock you and traumatize you to get you out of the rut into a whole new level of being. That's Uranus. It wants you to innovate yourself and reinvent yourself and revolutionize yourself and evolve. That's this Uranus. It's like revolutionize, rebel against the old self. So with the mind and Mars in Virgo, we have to make sure that it's based on facts. It's based on analytical thinking, makes sense, it's logical, and it's grounded approach. It's a grounded conversation, paying attention to the facts and the data. Okay? But it also brings some goodies. So just be aware. This is on Thursday afternoon. Be aware of Mercury rules the cars, trains, trams, airplanes, transportation. So I'll say that Thursday is high potential for some fire on the roads, some bullying. This could be bullying. This could be this could be a lawyer comes to you, is like, well, the fact says that you're an asshole. It's like, well, but I'm actually a good person. Yeah, but the fact says that you're an asshole. Well, excuse me, sir, can you please stop telling me that I'm an asshole because of your facts? Because let me give you my fact. I've got a middle finger in my bandage. It's a fact. Okay. I'm not giving you my finger. I'm just showing you that I got hurt. It's a fact. You know what I mean? Uranus, like, be genius, be the maverick, be creative, like, be a rebel. Be a rebel. That's like remember, like, this is all got to do with relationship, with the moon nodes, because this conjunction come after Mars squared the moon nodes and Mercury squared the moon nodes. Now Mercury and Mars comes together in Virgo. Thursday 3 days before the full moon, a day before Uranus station retrograde, and they trine Uranus, and so and I forgot to and at the same time the sun, not yet, it's happening later, but the sun here is cooking. It's already in opposition to Jupiter. Okay, so we have sun opposition to Jupiter. Very go lucky. I will say on Thursday Bitcoin is blasting. Okay, you remember that. Wednesday night into Thursday, Bitcoin is blasting. And whatever other coins, they're already blasting, but there's going to be a blast. And maybe silver as well. If you haven't got your silver, get going, get your silver. It's like it has a good dip this week. And it's definitely a good time to get silver, not a financial advice, just sharing the tips of love and knowledge, okay? You do you, I do me, and we all live in harmony. Now, so we have Sun opposition to Jupiter, very good fortune, go lucky, either way, by the way, either way. This could be a windfall of money, this could be an awesome kind of new achievement for self, new recognition. Jupiter in Aquarius is other people. This might be a chance encounter, a new relationship, a new person coming into your life that brings good luck, a new meeting or a new appointment with new people that you've met that suddenly kind of brings good luck to your life, or good symbols or good signs, good omens. These things. Mars and Mercury, trining Uranus, sudden, unexpected, out of nowhere, revolutionary, mind-blowing, aha, enlightenment, suddenly something clicking and you realize it and you go, that's the toxic aspect in my mind, that's the toxic aspect in my life, and I need to change it, I need to fix it. And if I'll do the right thing, then, Jupiter relates to philosophy, religion, spirituality. And so this also benefits what we said about the nodes, right? We have to let go of old philosophy, let go of the religion contrast that blocks us and limits us. But this could also mean on the negative side, it could make us kind of like, it could make the ego, super ego, kind of the ego goes like, ha, look at me, I'm a Leo, man. Because Jupiter magnifies and expands everything, and the sun is in Leo, goes like, I am the lion. And then comes like, no, I am the lion. No, I am the lioness. Look at me. So your ego might be kind of like, be careful of that. Don't be overly excessive. Also in pleasure seeking. There's a lot around sexuality this week because the trine between Mars, Mercury, and Uranus in Taurus means things might have been a bit bored in the bedroom. Lockdown, payments, businesses, hassles, troubles, health, juice, news, all these things. Not as much time for fun or to have some exploration or some buzz or some guzz. So come Uranus and gives you all the buzz you can have, baby, in Taurus, directly linked to relationships and sexuality, and goes like, let's experiment, let's do something fun. Let's change the mind, the way we look at it. We always thought that sex needs to be in a missionary. Somebody told me that it's very naughty to do doggy style. For example. Not really, everyone knows doggy style, but I'm just saying, like, be quirky, try something new. So Sun, Jupiter, opportunities for success, good fortune, increase, happiness. Things kind of like, you see, it's amazing. Because it's all related, it's like the Mercury comes together with Mars in Virgo, and suddenly things fall into the place. The details are matching, the puzzles, the pieces of the puzzle are suddenly there. And suddenly you realize something, and it shifts your relationship. And then you go into exploration, and you bring some buzz into the bedroom, and you try something new, and it suddenly brings a whole new excitement and joy because it's Leo, it's Sun in Leo. Perform your dance in the bedroom, baby. Shake all the rot, yucky energy and go and explore. With the Sun and Jupiter, like pleasures are magnified and highlighted and fun. Leo is fun. Have fun. Hi, you want to make love tonight? No. Go put something sexy on. Come down and say, hey, baby, I want you now. Which movie was that with the guy that do that? Don't remember. So yeah, that's kind of don't let it get into your ego, into your head, because then it could lead to a loss of fortune. So it's kind of like, or you've been in the right place and you've done the right things, you're gonna get this good fortune, or you've kind of let your ego take you over, you've burned your bridges, and here's the loss of good fortune, embarrassment, and ridicule, and things like that. And what else is here? So yeah, the Mars Mercury, I wrote down, the Mars Mercury can give the shy people among you, the insecure people, that extra drive to go, hey, I really like you want to have a cup of chai? Or, Mercury rules internet, social media with Mars. It's like, hi, I like you want to have a chai? Oops, wow, I did it, I can't believe it. I actually SMS'd someone. So this is good for the shy people, give them confidence, but the greedy ones or the ego-centered one might get some troubles with self-control, because this will bring up a lot of things to the surface. Remember, it's Thursday afternoon, we are 3 days before the full moon, so anyway, now things are gonna get a bit more intense. Now, then Uranus goes retrograde. So first of all, let's do that's the conjunction of Mercury Mars. Let's do now the Sun to Jupiter. Pay attention to Uranus, Spirit says. Yep, there you go, Uranus stationing. Oh, you see the S? Here is the S on Uranus. He's stationing. So this week Uranus is hardly moving. So expect when Uranus is stationing, when any planet is stationing, the effect is the most intense. Okay? So expect Uranus effect this week. Nervous system activity, trauma narratives, shocking events, sudden unexpected surprises out of nowhere, good and bad. So again, the same instructions. All this month, I told you, it's Aquarius Uranus theme of August. Excuse me. Lots of water, keep well hydrated, because then the energy current is flowing nicely in the body. There's less chances for fuse shortcuts. Bare feet on the earth. Ground yourself a few minutes a day. Stretch your legs. Do some yoga. Open your meridian channels. Let the energy flow. Don't sit there all day long and cook inside yourself without moving your body, because then what will happen? You go like, I'm done. No, so get up, stretch yourself, do some stretches, move your body, drink water, ground yourself. Lots of breathing. Everything's gonna be okay. All right? So now I'm moving to the Sun Jupiter. There it is. Yeah. Friday, 10:26 a.m. 10 a.m. let's say. Friday morning. Sun opposite Jupiter. So remember, like the Mars with Mercury trining Uranus bring that boom, ignition, green candle, Bitcoin will fly, and comes Sun with Jupiter. And if you chose the right coins and if you invested in the right coins, good fortune comes your way. Abundance. Ganesha is blowing all the coins out of a trumpet. Why not? Let's bring that meme. I love that meme. Let's have some fun. Where is it? Let me see. I'm opening it up. There it is. Just give me 1 second. I really want to show you this. Where is it? Yeah. Here. Here. Where is it? Here it is. It's this one. Takes a moment. Okay. Oh, it takes a moment. Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, so Ganesha comes, Lakshmi comes, Gandalf comes, that's Jupiter. Master Yoda comes, the Oracle comes, and the Sun goes like, you've done the right thing, you've chose the right way, you've spoke right, you've thought right, you've analyzed it, you've took action, you've changed your life, you changed the way you look, you changed the way you think, You allow yourself to meet new people. You dare to try. This is like Mars with Mercury is like giving us that extra courage to take risk with Uranus. It's like take the risk. If it's wise, take the risk. It will reward you. And then comes Friday morning, and everyone, I promise you, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in our crypto chat room is going to be a lot of rockets. A lot of rockets and a lot of good things. And so, then comes the abundance, good fortune, yay! We all rocking it in style, fantastic. And as that happens, Uranus is still stationed in retrograde here. What's going on with that? Is it coming or not? Still that? Okay. Here comes Uranus stationing, and in a few hours, station in red. That's good. And it goes retrograde. Oh, there we go. 14 degrees. There we go. 14 degrees, 47 minutes. Retrograde exactly on Saturday at 11:40 a.m. But remember, it's not just that minute, right? It's already Saturday, 11:40 a.m., 36 hours before the full moon in Aquarius that is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is stationed in retrograde. Okay, so expect quite a wild weekend next weekend. Expect a wild weekend. There will be probably much more I can say about this, but there's a lot going on, and I'm just trying. At the same moment that Uranus is stationing is going retrograde, the moon is with Saturn, which means karma, baby, karma. It's in Aquarius. It's all you've chose the right people to be with, the right world you want to live in. Mercury is still with Mars, but coming off it. Venus is in Libra, so the goddess of love is now in the star sign of Libra. Justice. Venus wants justice in relationship, fairness, equality. And look, Venus is trining the North Node, okay? So, sudden, unexpected, shocking events, very karmic, very, very karmic. And look, Moon and Saturn are aligning with the South Node of the Moon and the North Node of the Moon. So it's very karmic, and it's directly linked to all this process that is around the letting go of the past and moving to a new future. It's a big theme. Okay? And at the same time that this happened, the Sun, 28 degrees Leo, final degrees of Leo, very critical, very powerful, very creative, wants to have fun. Uranus wants to break free. This relationship is stagnant, it's rotten, it's dead, it's boring. I need to spark up the light. I need to have some fun. Leo wants to have fun. Socializing, partying, having fun, meeting new people, having sex in a new way, making love in a new way, bringing some excitement in. So if you are in an existing relationship, it will be very beneficial for you to bring exploration into your intimacy on the weekend, because if you want to bring something fun and explorative and rejuvenating and nice, then most likely one of the partners, if not both, will have a bit of a wandering eyes into something more exciting. Oh, that's exciting because this is boring. Oh, nice. Oh, baby, yeah! That kind of a thing. The mantra finished. Let me fix the mantra. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. Mantra, where are you? There you go. Here's the mantra. Okay. In the meantime, my Ganesh is ready. Oops. Oh, my mistake. I posted it on the... There you go. Here is your gift for Friday. Ganesha is blowing the golden coins. Oh, you can't even see it? Yeah, you can. Ganesha is blowing golden coins into everyone. Everyone's happy on Thursday, Friday. Why? Because most likely this is going to happen too. Oops, everyone thinking that in the chat room probably. Bitcoin is going to blast. It's going to blast. Woohoo, right? So this is coming, I promise you. This is coming, okay? Let me delete that because... yeah, the family probably thinking, what is he doing? What are you talking about? I haven't even looked at the charts. I don't really know what's going on. All right, so this is our chat room, you see? This is our crypto chat room. Lots of fun here. Lots of fun. Lots of memes, lots of cool things. You see, Cardano was blasting. We are pumping it. Here's all the gifts. This is how much fun we have. Utrust, we're blasting it. Dent, Quantum is blasting it. Ethereum was blasting it. You know, everyone's sharing some goodies here. Lots of goodies. So there's lots of fun. Yeah, let's go, baby. There you go. This is your meme for Mars and Mercury. Let's go. Come on. Okay. All right. This was a bit of fun. Now let's get back to here because we don't have much time left. And let's finish this. Oh my God, don't tell me that No. Okay. Now we can close this. Back to us. This is Saturday. So, if you bring excitement, this is great. It's breaking through. It's revolutionizing your relationship. It's like bringing the fun and letting go of all things, you know, maybe a fantasy that you never really dared to try before because it's not really according to the right values and taboo and religion and what you've been told. And there you go. Screw that. I want to experiment a new fantasy. Hey, did you ever see yourself making love to an elephant? Ganesha? Aquaman. All the women love Aquaman, yeah? Go Aquaman. Woohoo, Aquaman. So, that. As for single people, sudden new encounters coming into your life. Radical people, maybe eccentric people, maybe kind of quirky people that you don't usually attracted to, suddenly you're attracted to. I spoke about last week too. Maybe people are attracted to you. Maybe people are sensing you and suddenly you get this attention, go like, oh, wow. Because Mars gives you that sex appeal thing, you know, kicking your bum up. So overall good. But pay attention, yeah? You want it to be good karma. You want it to be Saturn in Aquarius, kind of make sure that it's kind of with due diligence, be responsible, you know, take the risks, but take them with responsibility, with due diligence. Remember that Mercury and Mars are in Virgo, so it's supporting, this energy is supporting taking a risk, and because it's trining Uranus, it means that taking the risk of doing something eccentric and new actually will be flow better than usual and will be more accepted and approved by people because it's trine, it's harmonious. So if you pay attention to the details and you kind of do it not in a toxic way, you do it like with clarity, you know, and it's nice and you've been responsible, you can explore and expand and have a nice experience. But if you go toxic, remember Virgo is opposition to Neptune, if you go toxic and you're under alcohol or drugs and suddenly you have wandering eyes because your partner has been boring lately, because your partner has been facing a lot of drama or whatever is going on in their life, and suddenly you're a bit drunk and you're a bit reckless and suddenly your eyes are wandering and suddenly you go like, hey, yeah, let's do it. Okay? So be careful. If you're single, this is the energy to dare to call that person, to dare the SMS, to dare to, hey, what are you doing today? Hey, how you doing? You know, get going. And you might meet someone new. It might be exciting. Don't build castles on it because it might be short term. Although, we do have a trine between Venus, 5 degrees. Later, Venus will bring a bit more balance into it because Venus will trine Saturn. Okay? So, Venus right now is trining the North Node with Ceres, okay? So it's kind of like, make sure that whatever you're experimenting, sorry, I'm pointing on my screen, make sure that whatever you're deciding to experiment, okay, in kind of like, Uranus kind of like with Mars and Virgo, is like, hey, let's try this, let's try that. Make sure that whatever you do, make sure that it's kind of like you're feeling that it's responsible and it has good karma in it, that it's kind of like, you know, done in the right way, because if so, Venus is harmonizing Ceres. You know, you will harvest good of this, the relationship will benefit from this, the partners will benefit from this, there will be more love, more connection, more fun, it will be sparked again. But if you do the bad karma thing, if you do the naughty thing, the corrupted thing, not in integrity Saturn thing, okay, then you might have a loss of something that was precious to you, something that was essential for you in sudden unexpected way, okay? But in any way, things are gonna come up because this is now a day before the full moon. Uranus retrograde. Well, there's so many things to talk about. It's already 9 o'clock. A sip of tea and a mantra. Okay. So, Uranus retrograde, people. Uranus moves around like 6 degrees over 6 months. Then he stations and he goes 4 degrees back over 6 months. No, it goes 4 degrees back and then he moves forward. So it's kind of like almost 6 months in retrograde, 6 months in direct. Okay? So Uranus went direct in January. From January until now, when Uranus retrograde, there is an internal process that is happening. Okay? When Uranus is direct, the internal process that was happening is now coming into manifestation. So from January until now, things were happening that got to do with what you have kind of like internally initiated in your inside of you at the end of 2020. June was it? I'm not sure. I think June. Into the end of 2020. Okay? Now with Uranus, it's got to do with reinventing yourself, breaking free, revolutionizing yourself, rebelling against the old. Something that kept you stuck and didn't allow you to progress, suddenly you managed to rebel against that and reinvent yourself and revolutionize yourself. And so the retrograde of Uranus is the inner change that is needed in response to the external change that just happened. Now this got to do with attitude, with behavior, that you need to change in order to manifest the radical change you need in your life. So from this Saturday until the 18th of January, okay? Until the 18th of January, that's 5 months, Uranus is going to retrograde. Now, I put a note on that. So this got to do with personal freedom, because it's Uranus in Taurus. And it's kind of like your relationships, your sexuality, your values. I can't do 3 fingers, I have to do 2. Your values, your finance, your investments, your health, your job, your career, your home, your real estate, your safety, your security, your stability, Taurus. It's been going through a lot, as we all know. And it's searching for a radical change that will allow you to break free from the old. The last 6 months have showed us like all these things that happen. Out of lockdown, into lockdown, out of lockdown, into lockdown. With mask, no mask. With juice, no juice. All these things, everyone's playing with us. Health, radical situation, okay? So now the higher self-awareness and insight are coming in over this coming August till January. We are going to download a lot of the errors with higher self-awareness and the insight about the wrong ways of us doing us in a way that is less chaotic. And so this is kind of important note to take, okay? So Uranus retrograde, it's going to bring a lot of interesting things because it's until the 18th of January, and then in February 2022 we have the Pluto return of the USA, the birth chart of America. So that's a big, big moment. And from now we're going to start feeling this Pluto return into the USA birth chart, which means Pluto in Capricorn, banking system, currencies, governments, law and order, powers, control. And Pluto is the reckless agent of change, evolution. Anything that was not in integrity, anything that abused power, abused sex, abused money is going down, baby. And that's why I predicted 4 years ago already that we are now living in the death of the US dollar. Within some time into the future, there will be no more dollar. There will be no more paper money. We are the last human beings that are still trading with paper money, with numbers on them that are backed by absolutely nothing. So when you tell me that Bitcoin can't be tangible in your hand, I want you to understand that the $50 note in your hand is worth nothing. There is absolutely nothing behind it. They are printing it in the trillions and trillions and trillions. It's corrupted, it's rigged, it's manipulated, and it's going down, baby. So if you're smart, you're swapping the dollars for something precious, like silver, gold, and Bitcoin. But if you're not smart and you're holding on to your dollar, you're also gonna go down with your dollar, baby. Whoops, Uranus. Shocking news suddenly dropped on you and you didn't even hear that before. What? Is that me saying that for 4 years? Yeah. And only now I'm hearing it? Yeah. What should I do? Oh, simple. Get some food, get some water, get silver, get Bitcoin, and get some cash at home. That's all you can do. And then trust that even if you lose all of it, you're still going to be okay because Great Spirit is watching over you. Okay? So this is kind of Uranus retrograde. And the last things I want to say, with the Mars and Uranus, it's kind of like the Mercury Uranus give us this open mind, kind of allowing us to expand and to be curious and inventive, flexible, very high psychic intuition. Pay attention, people, please. There is a very strong language of Great Spirit underneath the surface. From yesterday, and from last week. In your emotional body, in your mental, there is a process that is actually ticking while you think you are troubled. There is something going on. Pay attention. It's mind-blowing, it's enlightening, it's revolutionizing, it's breaking free. It will give you all the ingredients you need as this week unfolds. But all this week is like a Rubik's Cube. Chick, 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 chick. Fum, fum, chick. Fum, 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 chick. That kind of this week, okay? So Mercury with Uranus, brilliant, creative. Good time to study something new. How to stake Ethereum, how to stake Theta, how to run a node, how to open a wallet, how to use Trezor or Ledger, how to buy Bitcoin, how to build a new website. Oh, maybe I should buy a crypto domain that is decentralized domains that my website will never be able to be taken down by anyone who doesn't like what I do because it's decentralized domains. So you can have your website .crypto through the decentralization blockchain system, right? So that's about the Mercury. Good to make new friends, good to meet new people and kind of connect. You know, look for stimulation in subject of interest, new thing, internet communication, it's Mercury, the new skills, you know, learning how to program, how to do something. Good time to dive into astrology as well. And good time to change the outdated beliefs, negative thoughts, behavior, bad habits of those South Node and Juno. Okay? Mars with Uranus gives the strong desire for independence. So we're going to have a lot of people feeling like, I want to be independent, I want to break free, I'm stuck in this house, it's a lockdown, and I'm bored, and I can't take it anymore, and it's because of you. No, my darling, it's because of lockdown. No, it's because of you. Like, what do you want from me? I haven't done anything. Well, you haven't danced the hula hula in the living room naked for a long time. Oh, okay. I'll do that now. This is good for... This also means that on top of Mercury with Uranus with a heightened psychic and intuition comes Mars with Uranus, and that also kind of giving you the confidence and the instinct, the trust your instincts, okay? What you know inside of you, there is a reason why you know it, don't doubt it. It's Leo, Sun in Leo. By now, Sun is 28 degrees Leo, preparing for the full moon opposition to Jupiter. Your Leo will be magnified. Your instinct will be magnified. Your psyche, your intuition, your truth, your knowing, your daring and your courage to try something new, to have more fun, to explore and experiment, to break free. If you want to keep your relationship in a good way, in a healthy way, allow a lot of freedom this week. Give space. Give independence, give freedom. Don't be dependent this week. Don't be, don't go away, please stay with me because I'm in lockdown. It's like, why don't you just go and meet some new people as well? Hey? Why don't you call a friend you haven't spoken to for a long time, or call a new friend you never really spoke to, because you say, hey, you know what, you look very interesting, I want to talk to you. How you doing? How you doing? Okay? So, naked hula, yeah, Jalov. Wild birthday on Saturday. Bridget, happy coming birthday for you. Definitely wild birthday. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Eddie. Oh, I said hello, Eddie. Cool. All right, so that's the Mars with Uranus. But Mars with Uranus, by the way, that's what brings also the sex drive. Because Mars is around that penetration, that sex appeal, that kind of... So Sun is in the end of Leo, 28 degrees. Yeah, look at me, baby. I'm a Leo, self-made. Then comes Mars with Uranus, like, ooh, sexy, baby, yeah. So the sex drive is gonna get like, oh, I'm horny, baby, I'm horny. Let's do it now. But honey, we're waiting in the back teller. We're in the bank. We can't do it now. We're in the bank. Let's go behind the bank and do it next to the beans. Excuse me, all the more kind of strict, down-to-earth people. This is the eccentric Uranus side of me that brings out the wild things. So yeah, if you have a good relationship, if you have a willing partner that is open-minded, flexible, and willing to explore, things gonna go smooth as, baby. Smooth as, baby. Uranus, smooth as, baby. Yeah. Not hinting anything, okay? It comes as it comes. But if your partner is kind of like, sorry, that's a bit over my boundaries. I don't like to make love with an open window because everyone could hear me. And, Mom always told me that when you make love, you need to put a pillow on your mouth so no one will hear you making a sound of pleasure. But then your partner comes like, but listen, baby, I love those sounds you make, baby. Do those sounds for me. Come on, baby. No, I'm a bit shy. No, come on, baby. Do those sounds for me. No, come on, I'm embarrassed. Do those sounds for me, for God's sake. What do you do? And then, that's one scenario, yeah? The other scenario is like, come on, baby, do those sounds for me. You know how much I love it. Okay, baby. You want to open the window? Let's do something naughty. Let's open the window so everyone can hear us. Yeah, baby. No, I love that. I love you for that. That's exciting. Open the windows. Yeah! I'm not going to make sex sounds, no. This is how far we go. Right? So find a willing partner, but also for single people, this could mean Tinder galore, Bumblebee galore, like just be safe, be good, right? So yeah, be open-minded, be flexible. That will bring enjoyment and stimulation. Allow each other to be free. Independence and freedom. Don't suck, don't choke, because everyone will want to be this, because everyone will have a strong urge to break free from what restricted them in the past, or boring routine. Everyone will feel better. Everyone will feel better. It's Leo, man. Need for freedom and excitement. So yeah. The other thing I wanted to say, it's already 9:10. We're just now getting to the full moon. So now that you can see, all this week is quite a build-up, bombastic Rubik cube that brings us into the full moon. So, if there was open-mindedness, if there was fun, if there was exploration, if there was a real refreshing fun, this full moon is gonna be a release of the old burdens, issues, yucky stuff that kind of made it really hard to connect and have fun. But if there won't be willingness, there won't be open-mindedness, there won't be kind of freedom and liberation and go do you, I'll do me, and everything's gonna be okay, then this full moon is gonna be like, I'm fucking over you, man. I'm over this, man. This is boring, this is dull, this is not fun, I'm not having fun anymore, I'm not enjoying anymore, even sex is boring, this is boring, I'm out of here. Or, that my best friend called me and she told me that she saw you walking with another woman, and she saw that you were doing her in the car in the park, you've cheated on me, and I've discovered you, and I'm done with you. I'm giving you different scenarios, right? So just be aware. Full moon in Aquarius, I think that I might need to do another live stream just for the full moon, but just in case I won't have time, here it is. Full moon in Aquarius, got to do, because let's move I want to finish this, it's too long now. Let's move to Sunday. '29 on the final critical degree of Leo. The sun is on Leo, and the moon is in Aquarius, which is very bombastic by itself, people. Now realize, usually in usual times, on this day, there's a massive healing journeys in space. You never know. We might get a sudden liberation, breaking free, and the government will suddenly say, you know what, go out for a weekend, and we might be able to do the full moon in the sacred space. And if so, there will be sound healing meditation, of course, but I don't know. We have to see. I'm not counting on it. I'm being flexible, open-minded, because last time I got cooked, so whatever it is, it is. But here is the moment. Next Sunday, 10 p.m. I can talk about next week, actually, but I'll talk about a bit. The main aspect of this new full moon is that the moon conjunct Jupiter. So magnifying and highlighting the awesomeness, the abundance, the good fortune, the great connections, the happiness, the joy, the love. Or Aquarius can be very cold, and it's the end degree of Aquarius. You might be alienated. You might get a cold shoulder because you didn't want to experiment in bed, because you were too boring. It was not fun being with you. You might be spit out. You might feel lonely. It might be so, and Jupiter magnifies that. You might have bought a shitcoin because Elon Musk tweeted on it, and you follow Elon Musk, which is the South Node in Sagittarius, instead of follow the young people, what they're saying, hey, guess what? Theta could rock you to the moon, baby. Not a financial advice, but I'm a big fan of Theta, as everyone knows. So, fortune or misfortune? Happiness or sadness? New connections, Aquarius, people, the world, and new connections with new friends, with new people that kind of makes you feel, it expands your mind, Jupiter, philosophy, you open up, you something new. Leo, Sun is in the end degree of Leo, so everyone wants to be known, everyone wants to be seen, everyone wants to be expressed, everyone wants to be free, everyone wants to be kings and queens of their lives. This is kind of like, put it like that, this is like if someone say, tomorrow night we're having a costume party and you have to come with the most radical, eccentric, extreme costume ever, and the greatest costume will win $10,000 in Bitcoin. That will be it. So everyone's going to come super extravagant, super quirky and unique and eccentric, and everyone, exposing themselves and revealing themselves. And suddenly they meet someone new and they make love in the dance floor and everyone watching them. But they're totally into it. Not my thing, but it's their thing. Who am I to judge, right? That's kind of a thing. So, Moon conjunct Jupiter, one of the best alignments of happiness, good fortune, and success, or the opposite, in case you've done the wrong things before. If you've cheated this week, if this week you're going to cheat, be careful. It's not going to be fun. Flirting is cheating, Flirting is a need of the ego. You need to flirt in order to feel that you're still sexy, still attractive. But by doing that, your sacred energy, instead of your beloved, is going elsewhere. So don't fool yourself, hey? Now, Venus, on this full moon, Venus, where are you, baby? Here you are, baby, here you are. Here's my baby. Venus, 7 degrees on Libra, looking for justice, equality, balance. She's trining Saturn. Where are you, Saturn? Well, there is Saturn, okay? She's trining Saturn on this full moon. So, this brings a bit more, there's this quirkiness and kind of extreme and revolutionary and breaking free and having fun and then comes Venus, the goddess of relationships, sex, money, investment, and says like with Saturn kind of like, okay, but let's just do it with due diligence. Let's just be responsible. Let's just think here for a moment. Let's not be corrupted. Let's not corrupt the order. Let's keep things in integrity. Okay, so this is a good kind of like balancing thing, okay? It's a good thing. It's like, oh my God, I just met someone new in Tinder. Oh my God, he's so hot. Oh my God, he's free tonight. Oh my God, he's coming to my place tonight. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to his place tonight. Oh wow. Oh my God, I'm in his place. Oh my God, we're about to make love or to have sex. Wild sex. Like really wild sex. But oh my God, he has no condom. And then you can go, screw the condom, whatever, I'll take the pill of the day after. That's kind of like, radical, extreme, whatever. Comes Venus and Saturn says, baby, 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 what are you doing to yourself? In order not to have sex with condom, you're gonna go and take the pill after, and that might prevent you from getting pregnant, but then you're gonna mess up your hormonal cycle because you took the pill of the day after. You confuse your emotional body, hormonal body. But on top of that, how do you know who he slept with yesterday if he slept with you within an hour of meeting you on Tinder? How do you know if he doesn't have any, any sexual diseases, herpes or candidas or whatever? How do you know if he doesn't have HIV? Or, by the way, now you have to filter juice if you make love to people, apparently. How do you know if you took the juice or didn't take the juice? So be responsible. Venus with Saturn, Okay, open the window, but maybe close the curtain, for example. Or open the window, open the curtain, but lock the front door so there won't be any surprise guests that decided because it was so vocal and visible they could join you. So that's a good thing. And at the same time, Mercury is opposition to Neptune. Neptune 22, 23. Mercury 18, 19. So, it's already in opposition. And this is kind of can bring the fantasy. Here is Neptune, fantasy. Making dreams come true, exploring the dreamland, the dream time, healing with spirit, union of love. And Mercury in Virgo is kind of like, let's give a real good fantasy with details, He was wearing a black suit that was ironed an hour before. And as the person that ironed his suit put a special perfume of Dolce & Gabbana on it, that when he wore the suit, the cloud of perfume covered himself. And then when he met the woman, and he had like a tiny bead that was maybe 0.2 millimeter. Okay, that's too much, Virgo. You got the point. Don't go into too many details, but, fantasy. But on the other hand, it's kind of decipher and discriminate, and that they kind of use your discernment in a way. Venus with Saturn, by the way, it's beneficial to find true love, commitment, soulmate, because it's Saturn, it's karmic, it's long term. So it's good to have the sensible approach. Be careful. Romance. What else I wrote here? So relationship which will go through this dynamic in a good, healthy way. This will bring like closer bonding together, stability, and mutual respect. And it can solve long-term issues. But on the other side, it could do the opposite. Mars trine Uranus. Where was that? Mars is still trining Uranus? Yeah, there you go. On the full moon, Mars, 1456, trining Uranus, 1447 as Uranus retrograde, okay? So this is powerful by itself. Here is your penetration, here's your quirkiness, here's your sex drive, here's your sex appeal, here's the, I want to have sex on the beach right now, things like that, right? So initiative, excitement, adventure, freedom, willingness, opportunity to experience, stimulating new activities, feelings, relationships, strong instincts, pay attention, daring attitude, good for taking the risk. It's very intense, very passionate, lots of desires. It also supports lowering the inhibition. So I don't like to wear sexy baby doll because, I'm not so happy with my body. I put on some weight, right? That's the Virgo. I put on some weight. I've eaten so much chocolate and I don't feel comfortable putting that sexy baby doll for you, honey bunny. But you go like, but baby, what about kind of like daring to put your sexy body in that sexy baby doll? Even if you put 2 kilos on, because I still find you sexy, and I actually find you even more sexy right now. So why don't you go and put that thing on you, baby, right now? So, that's about that. Mercury opposed Neptune as Neptune aligned with Pluto. There you go, so be careful. There's kind of like daring, but be careful not to dare too hard too much, okay? Because Neptune opposition to Mercury, on one hand it's supporting that fantasy, that stimulation, mental stimulation through fantasy, through dim time. On the other hand, make sure that your fantasies doesn't corrupt and toxify your mental mind in a way that makes you, where's Uranus? Wandering your eyes with other people and suddenly having an affair or cheating, okay? Because you had this extreme sex drive and you're bored at home, bottom line. But if you're single, make sure that you don't take yourself into unnecessary kind of risky environment, or like, I don't really mean that you're going to put yourself in the dungeon right now and tie yourself to the wall, you know? It's like, make sure that this fantasy or this sexual drive or this kind of need to connect with someone new and to have some fun and excitement, that it doesn't gonna wound you and actually separate you from love by allowing other people to treat you in a toxic way, you know? So be careful with that, because Neptune at the same time is opposition to Mercury, is also aligned with Pluto, so the underworld, your deepest traumas, your deepest pain. So we can utilize kind of, your unconscious needs, sexual desires, Pluto, deep sexual desires that you usually don't express because they're in the dark, they're in the hidden, but they are corrupting you from the inside. Maybe it's a good way, healthy way to bring them out through fantasy, by communicating that with your partner in bed for exciting exploration. Okay, that's one thing of it. On the other side, if you've cheated, if you've betrayed, if you had an affair, and you've corrupted the power, you've corrupted the sexuality, you've used it with lack of integrity, Pluto is coming to wreck you in order to bring you into the right balance, integrity, to transform and to evolve to a better place. Okay? So your lies may be exposed. Here is Mercury in Virgo, paying attention to details. If you have a partner or a spouse or a friend that you're suspecting that is lying or manipulating, narcissist of all kind, Mercury in Virgo gives us, with the alignment to Uranus, gives us very sharp mind to kind of pick up on nuances, pick up on the wordings, that kind of things come to you, the details fall into place, and suddenly you can see through the lies, you can see through the bullshit, through the illusions, right? And that makes you kind of take the radical, extreme choice in your physical relationships, in your earthly life, to move out of false safety, false stability, false security, and believing with courage that it's time for you to go and create your world. And all this relates to Juno in the South Node, which, reminding you that Mercury Mars was squaring in the last week. So it's all building up, as you can see. Big week ahead of us, family. It's time to end this live stream because it's been a very long live stream, even though I'm having fun. Yeah, be good with yourself. Make the right choices, in the right circumstances, dare to take the risk and do something fun and have excitement, but make sure you don't put yourself at risk of losing that which is important to you, including money, If I tell you, don't go and buy shit coins, people. Stop it, Now everyone will tell you there's a new coin, it's going to be the next big thing, the next Bitcoin, the next thing. It's like, stop it. Do proper research. Virgo, proper research. If you want to invest, look into the details. Don't just go and buy real estate. Yeah. A good thing this week happened that my family-in-law managed to sell their real estate. And that was a good move that I recommended them to do a long time ago. And so, it's like, look into your portfolio, realize if you need to reallocate your assets, your investments, maybe move some from here into there, move some from there into here, but make sure you're doing it based on facts, on analytical thinking, okay, the Virgo. And if you do that, and then dare and find the courage to get some Bitcoin and silver. Get some Bitcoin, get some silver. I'm not talking about gold, I'm not talking about other coins, even though there's a lot of other good coins. There's Cardano, there's Theta, there's Litecoin, there's Ethereum, there is OMG, there is Quantum, there is, what else? Utrust, there is Solana is loved in our community. There is, what else is going on there? There's so many good coins. Theta Fuel is going to rock as well. So there's a lot of good coins, but do your research, proper research, and find the courage, like a true lion and take the risk and buy yourself something that you really love, nice, new, shiny, that excites you, and then go and learn about it. This is energy you can learn. More I can say, more and more and more and more. Thank you so much, family. April and Roll King, thank you so much. All of you, thank you for being here with me tonight. And, thank you for what you are and who you are for me and what I am for you. And we are one family of humanity, and we are all different and you're unique. We are all quirky, we are all eccentric in our own way, and yet we are all the same. We are all beautiful souls that just want to have a good life, to be happy, to be healthy, to have love. So once again, the main message of this time: do not give up to fear. Hold the vibrations of love. Uranus and Aquarius rules frequency. Own your frequency, baby. Be a true sun in Leo and shine your frequency of love onto this world. And let that frequency of love cast away any connections that are no longer necessary for your future evolution, and bring in the new exciting connections that actually recognize you for who you are and allow you to thrive and have fun. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Bitcoin is flying to the moon, and other coins as well. There's a lot of coins doing well. So do your research and invest properly, and good fortune will come your way. Okay? Lots of love to you, and have a great week, and hopefully we'll be able to meditate next week on the full moon. But if not, I will see you here again next weekend. We'll see how it works, because if we're in lockdown, I will do the live stream on Sunday. But if we are not in lockdown, then Sunday will be the sound healing meditations, and I'll do the live stream on Saturday. Okay? We'll see how we go. Love you! Peace! And remember, if someone doesn't like you, tell them you hurt your finger. Look, I've scratched my finger. Innovative way of giving your middle finger, right? Love you, family. Nothing personal here. It's just a joke. Be good. Lots of love to you all. And lots of ohms.